That's deflected. Robbins moves the puck. Here he is in close. Moves it quickly over to Nylander. Gives him a jolt with that hit. Here they come on the rush. Oh, denies him on the play.
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save.
Lehman's tracking the puck extremely well right now. Just have a look at that last save. To be able to get in front of that puck, to be able to keep it out of the net, outstanding performance by him on that last one.
And we're moments away from getting back underway here with the puck drop. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Scoops up the puck now. Good use of the body on the play. Takes the pass. Denied by the goaltender. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Quick pass to Clancy. The Nighthawks take it from the side. Stoppage in play offside the call.
So I love what he's trying to do here, James. He wants to separate the body from puck, and that's exactly what you got to do. You got to play with a competitive edge and an intensity.
Well past the midway mark of this period. Still looking for our first goal. And gets a little boost to come up with the puck from off the wing with both centers tied up. Wagner's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off.
Now she's in it to win it with that hit there, James. She wants to separate the player from puck, and she does an excellent job. She's going to get a huge kudos from her coach.
They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. Grabbed along the boards by McCabe. Now a quick pass to Nylander. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. And he slides it quickly to McCabe. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Moves it to Clancy. The Icebreakers have it now. Along the right wall and into the offensive end.
It's only a game.
And we'll get a face-off after the offside call. Both centers ready to take the draw here coming up. Clancy's won the draw. Nice zone entry from the middle. Cutting to the front of the net. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
And that one's denied. Pass right back. A little gypsy doodle and he loses possession of the puck.
Gordon's tried a great move there. We all know what great hands he is in tight, trying to create some space, but it bobbles off the stick when he lost possession.
The Icebreakers have it against the wall. Handles the pass from the right side. With possession along the wall. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender.
Let's have a look at that one again. I mean, this is a perfectly executed hip check. Great timing. And, you know, you really got to make sure that you get it, because if you don't, you know that your opponent is going to be off to the races. You can certainly see, though, that the entire bench is invigorated over this one. That was huge.
The Nighthawks come up with the defensive zone draw. The Icebreakers will play it from the defensive zone. Lights them up into the boards. Feeds it on over to Gordon. Fires it on net. Oh, just got a piece of that one with the glove to keep it out. Wagner's got the puck, and he's going to hang on.
Oh, that's an absolutely massive hit, James. These are the types of hits that can change the landscape of the game. The power of the legs right through the body. Lack of awareness there on the puck carrier.
Late goings of this period. We're still scoreless. And nearing the final 60 seconds of this opening stanza. No room for that one to get all alone. He scores! Oh, wow, what a finish!
Well, I love that he used his speed and didn't slow down, James, and then it's all about patience and composure, outweighing the goaltender, finding the room and burying it.
The Icebreakers finally get the game's first goal here in the late goings of this frame. What are they doing right here, Cheryl?
Well, I think they're being aggressive, James. I mean, they've got that attack mentality. They're not sitting back, and now that they put one in, it's about staying the course. They'll need to get to this intermission and talk about continuing to push towards that end goal.
There's the buzzer, 20 minutes in the books, second period just around the corner. And we are just moments away from the start of period number 2. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
Lehman's the only reason that his team is in this game, James, and he's been outstanding through the first 20. He's dialed in, he's focused, and his team needs to pick it up if they want a shot at winning this game.
We're still in the early stages of this period. The Icebreakers have taken a 1-0 lead. Puck is dropped and play resumes. Oh, and she avoids the poke check.
Oh, how did that stay out? Wow!
I have no idea, James. Not even sure how he got to that puck. I mean, that's a last-ditch effort. That is fierce competitor written all over him to be able to make that save.
The Icebreakers have put a lot of pucks on net, and they continue to lead here early in the second. And they win the defensive zone faceoff. At center ice now, he grabs the puck, denies him in close. Wagner's gonna hang on for a whistle, and staying focused is key when you haven't seen a lot of work here, Cheryl.
Well, as part of their mental preparation as a goaltender, even when you're not busy, you have to stay dialed in, follow the action. He's doing exactly that, and he makes a nice cover.
Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Taken by Nylander. Turned aside by Wagner.
Sometimes when you have no time to think, you make these types of saves. I mean, there's no hesitation here, just simply reaction to be able to make it.
Robbins is hauled down. The official's arm is up. And there's the whistle stopping the play. The Icebreakers will serve 2 minutes in the box.
Well, they have the lead, and now they've taken a penalty, so now they're going to be back on their heels. That power play is going to come out. You know they're going to be smelling and tasting blood, James. The PK unit, they got to be to task.
Our first look tonight at their power play unit.
Well, it's time to be opportunistic on the power play here, James. You have an opportunity to get the equalizer. It all starts with the face-off, though. You want to get your set spots right away and attack the net.
The Icebreakers take it along the wall. Grabs it in his own end. Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage.
It's been a real poor performance on this power play here, James, but they've got possession of the puck. They're in their own zone. They've got to find a way to get in. You have to have speed through the neutral zone, and you have to have numbers. You got to gain entry. It's the toughest thing to do, but you can't get set up. You can't establish anything if you can't get in.
That's a smart read with the two centermen tied up. And we're going to get a face-off after the offside. Villains ready for the draws. They will continue to try to kill off this penalty. And they take possession. Nice job tangling him up on the draw. Good defensive stop with the poke check. Here he is all alone right in the open ice. Turns that one away. Puck moved back to center, forcing them to regroup. There's another for the hit parade. The Icebreakers get a hold of the puck undermanned. Strong penalty-killing execution as both sides are now back to even strength.
The next shift is critical, James. They had the opportunity on the power play to get back in it and get the equalizer. Now they're down by 1, so they have to manage some energy here, and they have to dictate pace and get back in the game.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame, the Icebreakers lead it 1-0. Villains got it. Now they'll look to see what they can do with it offensively. Hammers a shot. Blocked, and he may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Scooped up along the wall by McCabe. With the puck inside the defensive zone. And that pass goes off a stick. They score, and it's back-to-back tallies.
Yeah, and they've been chomping at the bit. Now they've got their opponent on their heels. They need a quick change here and find a way to continue the momentum. One defensive breakdown just leads to another and a huge opportunity for the opposing team, and it winds up in the back of your net.
The Icebreakers are clicking on all cylinders tonight, now up by a pair here in the first half of the second.
Well, it's deserved, James. I mean, they've competed in all areas of the ice. They put a lot of shots towards the net, and they've been rewarded for their efforts.
Slides the puck across to Brandon. Here's a short pass to Clancy. Rips it. Answers. He scores! Jumps on the rebound and buries it.
Well, this goal is a prime example of having a knack for the net, and that's exactly what he does. He's not afraid to... Call it what you want, get to the messy areas, but he finds this rebound and he buries it home.
Inching closer to the midway mark of this period, the Nighthawks make their way back into the face-off circle, still in search of another goal. The Icebreakers looking against the half wall. What a steal in his own end.
The Nighthawks have been picking off passes left, right, and center. You know the coach is going to like this, but it has to transition to offense because this game's awfully close.
Past the midway mark of the frame, the Icebreakers are clinging to a 2-1 lead. Villains won the draw.
Center wins that one clean. Everyone's ready for the puck. They know they're attacking now with a tired group that they're playing against.
Centers glide into the dot as a face-off ready to resume play. The Icebreakers win that offensive zone face-off. Broken up at center. Makes a move and the puck hops away from him.
Gordon's such a great player, James. He's got great hands and in-tight skill, but just that extra move there, it's a tricky one, and he gets lost in it.
Makes a save. Oh, and he makes another save.
Lehman's made a great quality shot look easy. I mean, he is so efficient. He's dialed in, he tracks, and he makes the save.
How's that for a little rock'em sock'em?
That's rock'em sock'em, and that's separating puck from player, isn't it, James? Man, he's not going to feel good.
And he slides it quickly to Nylander. They've got the defense outnumbered. Great save! The Nighthawks get a hold of the puck along the boards. He scores!
I love this snapshot from in tight, James, that beats the goaltender, but how about the will to get to those tough areas? I mean, that's what it's all about. You can have the skill, but you gotta have the will.
Shot! Makes the glove stop.
Well, she's been dialed in all game long. Multiple point game so far, James. I mean, just throw her over the boards and you know you're going to have a dangerous opportunity, whether it's a scoring threat or a passing threat right now. It's like she's scanning. Everyone else is moving very slow, and she's making the perfect reads at the right time.
Works it across to Villain. Here's a chance. Scores! And they strike pay dirt once again.
Yeah, they do. And their opponents down on their heels are deflated. They got to find a way to... Well, James, the goaltender's going to take a hard shot here. I thought he got square to the shooter, but unfortunately a little bit leaky as this one winds up in the back of the net.
The Icebreakers have spent the majority of tonight in the offensive zone, and they continue to lead big time here late in the second. Here's a chance for the middle. She scores! What a way to finish that! The Icebreakers are laying the smackdown on the opposition tonight as we near the intermission, but it can't come soon enough at one end of the ice.
Well, yeah, you know that their opponent certainly wanted an opportunity to reset and catch their breath. But for them, you know that they're going to go to that intermission. Now they're going to sit down, get out of rhythm. They don't want it disrupted. So you know that the leadership group's going to be talking about keeping the pedal to the metal.
We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up.
I'll tell you what, James, that ain't incidental contact. That was intentional. Certainly trying to really drive that body and separate the player from puck.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Icebreakers have added to their lead. They're now up by 4. Clancy's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack. Wagner's going to hang on for a whistle. The Icebreakers have been rewarded for all their scoring chances tonight as they carry the lead late in this second period. Puck scooped up by McCabe. And that scores! And a huge goal to pick themselves up off the canvas.
Well, my old coach used to say to me, you got to stop the bleeding, and that's exactly what they've done, but now they got to find a way to do something with it. I mean, they have been manhandled this game.
The Nighthawks finally get some momentum going their way now. Can they sustain it, though?
It's going to be tough, James, unless they can string some shifts back-to-back together where they do create momentum and have possession in this game. You have to look for ways to be first to the puck, be relentless on it. That's what changes energy.
Big-time defensive play. Quick shot! And he was ready for that one.
Lehman's got to make more stops like that, James. He's got to reset the momentum for his team. I mean, it's not about what happened or the present moment. It's about the next save, and that's the key contributor to reset this team and get them moving forward.
Clancy's won it off the faceoff. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck. Puts it on net, and one last save. There's the horn, 40 minutes in the books. We'll get a refresh for both the players, ice, back with the third period next. back, everybody. You know you weren't going to miss this third period. Sabalski, Pounder ready to bring you the action. And they've dropped the puck on period number 3. I'd be curious if they take their foot off the gas because it has been a blowout to this point. What's this game told you through 2 periods tonight?
The Nighthawks are behind in this game. They just haven't been on the puck. They haven't had their legs under them. They haven't been urgent, which means they've been chasing the game.
Quick feed to Robbins. Knocked away. The Icebreakers take over on possession. Takes it in front. Scores! And that's 3. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, old hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot.
The Icebreakers are on cruise control here in this third period, leading big. Burns carries the puck in his own zone. And another hit. The human buzzsaw is in full effect on the ice tonight here, Cheryl.
It certainly is, and if you're the opponent, man,
First
you're
time on
gonna
skates
be on
or
a
what?
swivel. You're gonna be knowing when he's coming, and you may shy away from the
And
puck.
he rings the post.
The Nighthawks can get an A for effort tonight, but they're gonna get a D for hitting the back of the net. How many times can they wire it off the post?
Robbins has the puck inside the defensive zone. One-on-one with the goaltender. Denied by the Teddy. Oh, he stopped it on the breakaway.
Well, calling a stare down to
Scores. Well, a sign that they haven't rolled over just yet here, Cheryl.
Well, any life is good life right now when you're looking at this kind of deficit, James. And if you're the goal scorer, you certainly feel good about yourself. But from a collective group and the units that are going out there, they're going to have to find a way to generate offense. And, hey, they're going to take some risks out here because they got to get a few.
The Icebreakers are in the home stretch of this one here in the third period and lead by a wide margin. Loses the coverage there. And a nice takeaway in the defensive end by Villain. Great poke check on the reach. Oh, he gets a blocker on it. What a stop by Wagner. The Icebreakers gain possession along the wall. Great use of the wall on the pass. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Nylander. Here's a shot. The Icebreakers gain possession in their own end. Passed up ahead. They've got numbers here. Glove save by the goalie.
Well, this save looks easier than it actually is. I mean, when you have a shooter right in the slot and you know that you've got to find a way to get your glove on it, you got to be fast, you got to be quick and show those reflexes. He does that and makes the save.
And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off.
Wow, James, I mean, not everyone can elicit a thunderous hit like that. I mean, he just clobbered his opponent.
The Icebreakers have shown no signs of stopping putting pucks on net, and they lead it here in this third. The Nighthawks win the face-off at center. Coughs up the puck after that hit. Takes it and looks ahead. Moves inside. Great glove save. Moves it to McCabe. Sends it over to Clancy. And that's offside, stopping the play.
Raymond's made a great save here. Let's have another look at it. I mean, they're in a high-danger area, and he is so dialed in at the top of his crease. Very athletic to be able to make this save in correct position.
Play set to resume with the face-off ready to go. Clancy's won the draw here in the open ice. Coughs it up in the neutral zone. Breakaway.
That was Coconut.
She makes it 1, 2, 3 for the hat trick.
I've really never been in a position, James, to look for number 4, but she certainly is. She's had a real dominant game tonight. You don't get those opportunities unless you have your legs under you, and she certainly found them. She's hit open ice, and she's executed.
A special night for her on the road.
Often when a player is in on the breakaway, you can see their hands move too fast, or perhaps they miss the net on a shot. She is not flustered at all. She takes it right to the bank and cashes in.
The Nighthawks win the faceoff. And it's a quick pass to Nylander. What a collision there, and that frees up a little room. And now he angles it across to Clancy. The Icebreakers have it now. Villain's taking it from his own end. The Nighthawks have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Skates to the crease. The Icebreakers gain control of the puck against the wall. And he loses control here. There's the whistle. We got an offside.
Well, let's face it, James, you're getting blown out in a game, you're really trailing. It's deflating. It's very deflating. You don't know how to get back in it. So often, sometimes you just start hitting things, trying to physically engage yourself and seeing if you can spark something anywhere.
Here's a shot! Turned aside with a glove. Now a quick pass to Villain. He got all of that one. They score! And that's back-to-back snipes.
Well, it feels like there's a wave of a momentum, and it has certainly changed here. You can get the opportunity, but you have to execute. That's 2 in a row.
I love the way they were able to execute on this odd man rush. James really used the ice to their advantage, manipulating their opponent, the ice that they did have, and then they were able to capitalize when the shot came their way.
Inside the offensive zone. Oh, how did he keep it out? What a blocker stop by Lehman. The Icebreakers scoop it up along the boards. Villain's going to play it to the corner. And that's a smart heads-up play by McCabe. Unable to reach that one. The Icebreakers gain possession. Now he slides it up to Villain. Puck picked up by Nylander. And there's the save. And now it's grabbed by Nylander.
First time on skates or what?
The Icebreakers will play the puck from behind the net. But Nighthawks going to work on offense. Big time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
We got a whistle. Penalty coming up. Gordon's getting 2 for interference here. He's off to the box.
Well, it's been a complete blowout, James. Now you take a penalty and it stops the clock. It's a frustrating night. You just want to move on.
Less than 60 seconds left here in the final frame. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Scores! And that's 3. It's a hat trick here on the road.
Well, old hat for him in a way because it's a business-like approach as he's on the road. He just says, yeah, just bring it. I mean, gets a hattie to boot.
The Icebreakers have definitely used the shoot-first mentality, and look at the score here late. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Slides it across. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Tries to feed it over to Robbins. From the right side, he goes to the middle of the neutral zone. Too many bodies in the way. Burns plays it now. They've got numbers. Big time save. He was dialed in there.
Well, he has the benefit of seeing it coming here, James, so he gets himself set to position he anticipated. I think he has a book on the shooter, to be truthful, and he makes a save.
Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up. McCabe's pick on the play has resulted in an interference penalty.
This penalty is a frustration call. You're down by a few, and end of the game, and you take one. That's all it is.
The Icebreakers will start off on the attack after winning the draw. Clancy's going to serve a pair for interference.
Well, there's no hope of getting back into this game. You take a penalty. Now the faceoff is down at your end. You're down a bunch of goals. Everyone just wants this one to end.
Keats won the draw deep in the defensive zone. And this one comes to an end. Well, look at this, Cheryl. They're perfect in the EASHL so far.
Well, it's not often you can say that, is it, James? They get their win and their debut, and that's got to feel good. What it does is it lifts you up. It gives you confidence, and it's a great starting point for their season.